Riding with Ronnie. No money, no problem. Know your money, and you have no problem. No money, no problem. Know your money, and you have no problem.
Hello, how are you? This is Ronnie. You're riding with Ronnie, so buckle up. Disclaimer, we're kind of stuck in a line at a pharmacy, so we're not rolling too much, but you're still in the car with me. I'm happy to have you. Today, we're going to be talking about my book, No Money, No Problem, Chapter 3, Holding On to Money. What do we cover in this chapter? One thing we cover is, when do you spend money? Like, what causes you to spend money? How do you spend money? When should you spend it? When shouldn't you spend it? We cover this in this chapter, and we also talk about impulse buying. I know a lot of people that impulse buy. You know, entire stores are set up in such a way that when you're at the checkout counter, they put things close by that's going to make you impulse purchase. Impulse buying is very detrimental to our budget because it wasn't anything that we were considering doing, and then we do it and end up with less money. We kind of cover that in the chapter. We also talk about wealth based on time. I like to say it this way. You're as wealthy as you are able to not have to produce revenue, physically produce revenue, and be able to maintain the same lifestyle. So if you have enough savings or residual income that allows you to live 6 months, 1 year, or 5 years without the need to generate more income, that's how wealthy you are. That's how rich you are. We talk about changing what you spend if you're not capable of changing what you make. We actually have a lot more control over where we spend our money than we do on how to generate our money, right? For the most part, people are much more constrained in how they can make money than they are in how they spend it. So that's covered in this chapter because I think it's very important to think about that and to apply some basic practices that keep you from spending too much money. Last but not least, we also talk about the cost of money. Money is not free. So when you use credit and you're using somebody else's money, they usually make you pay for the time that you have their money. That time, that payment is interest. And this is that's a very crucial thing to understand in your economic future, because you have to understand when you're spending more money than the items actually cost. A lot of people don't know that when you buy a $200,000 house or a $300,000 house, say $300,000, and you're paying that house over 30 years, you're probably going to pay for a $300,000 house $550,000, $560,000, depending on what that interest rate is. So you're actually spending hundreds of thousands of dollars more than what you purchased that house for. And a lot of people don't understand that, especially when it comes to credit cards and consumer debt. So we definitely dive into that in this chapter 3 of my book. That pretty much covers it. Holding On to Money is the chapter. No Money, No Problem is the book. You can get it at nomoneynoproblem.com. Or you can go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble, pick yourself up a copy. This is Ronnie. I was glad to have you with me. Have a great day. Take care.
Know your money, and you have no problem.